Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Salamandeus, and we've got one new boss monster in Salamandeus Incognito Magician. This is pretty cool. It is a contact fusion between Salamandeus Magician and Salamandeus Witch, which is especially cool because Witch can quite easily summon out Magician from the graveyard. But its effect is okay. During the main phase that we fusion summon this card, we can send a monster from our field to the graveyard. Then you can make one face-up monster on your opponent's field, lose attack equal to the original attack of the monster sent to the graveyard's effect until the end of the turn, which is pretty good. I mean, the rest of this is just the Salamandeus deck for the most part. We do have the now limited Warlock, which does make looping things a little bit more difficult. We do have some other new cards in here, such as Justiciar, which is really, really good. It lets us pop back row. We also have Card Trooper as a new legend. Other than that, there's not really anything new in here. It's just a very good advantage engine and very good ways to fill up the graveyard and basically filter through our deck using things like Charis Magic Elegant Change and the Secret of Manifestation. So this deck is already quite strong, and if we are able to pilot it correctly, we're feeling rather confident. We just have to remember that Salamandeus influences exist and not forget it like we did last time we played this deck. But let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So last week we had Elemental Heroes versus the Pyro Phoenix Catacrap. Oh god, what's his name even? Chromatographicus, I believe, fusion deck. My deck was a lot simpler than yours. I just got heroes out and then did some fusing. We had the legend cards in there, but I felt like the legends were useful, but overall it was kind of the hero show. I think we ended up summoning out a lot of heroes in that matchup. We do still have decks left. I think both of us have a handful of decks. Now, the one I predicted for you last week, which you didn't end up bringing, was the Yggdrago deck, so I'm going to assume you're going to have Space Yggdrago this time. But, I don't know, you've thrown some curveballs in there before. You could throw some in there again. I still have a couple of decks left as well. Do you got any idea what you think I'm going to be on?
I think you've got Rose is like the last fusion you haven't used, I think. So I'm going to go Celebros.
Probably. I don't think I have any other fusions specifically. Okay, so we're going to predict that this is going to be Celebros versus Space Yggdrago matchup. I guess we'll hop on and see if we've predicted correctly. Let's go with this. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey. Oh. Right, we'll go first. Let's start with Card Trooper, my new favorite legend. I love this card so much. We're gonna activate the effect. I don't know why you would ever not choose 3, except like you're in like a dire deck out situation. So we'll send it to graveyard draw. Okay, so we've lost Cosmos, which is a one-off, so that's pretty bad. We've lost Excel Wonder Light. That's not the best thing in the world. I think this could be worse. Right, so I will activate Charis Magic Elegant Change. I'm going to discard Witch, which let me draw 2. So I'm going to set, and set. And then I'm going to pass.
That.
Is that Chaos Femtron?
Yeah, but I have no monsters in the graveyard for that many. Vipers in the graveyard uses, but...
There you go, just tribute the other one. Easy.
Tribute...
The Hollow Space becomes Yggdrago, then if you have Space Yggdrago in your graveyard, you can fusion summon. Oh, this said if you fusion summon Street is true. Okay, so you don't have one in the graveyard at the moment, so it's a vanilla. I mean, you could still mill one. Well, that's a multi-space.
Look to go to battle. Be over this.
Okay, you've attacked my Celebros Mage. So always an issue with this deck is I'm always... In order for the whole deck to do its thing, you kind of need Witch and Mage. Not Mage. Something Magician in rotation. And I always feel like I'm always missing one piece of the puzzle. Like, there's still stuff I could do, for sure. But obviously it's not as clean as I would like. I guess we will normal summon Celebra's Whiz. So during the turn that I normal summon this card, I can reveal a light attribute spellcast type monster or an equipped spell card in my hand to my opponent, send the top 4 cards of my deck to the graveyard, then I can add a Celebra's Magician, Celebra's Witch, or Fusion from among the cards sent to the graveyard. So we'll activate the effect, and I will reveal to you that I have the mighty Celebra's Mage. So then we mill 4, and I can add a card to my hand, and it has to be the Fusion. Now, we're still kind of digging for that Magician that we still have not got in the graveyard yet, which is a little bit sad because we're now 19 cards through the deck. I'll flip summon my Justicar of the Dragon Stream. So I can shuffle a Justicar of the Dragon Stream or 4 monsters from my graveyard into the deck to destroy a face-down card of my opponent's spell trap.
Oh.
I mean, I can't. Wait a minute.
I need both these spell trap.
But I don't want you to have the spell trap. Okay, we got rid of Space Resonance. Then we'll go Celebra's Sorcerer. I'm going to tribute to summon out Warlock. Then I can activate Sorcerer, send all 3 to the bin, and bring back Enchanter. Now, I can shuffle 2 cards from my hand into the deck to special summon a light attribute spellcast type monster from my graveyard, face it to my field in defense position. If I summon a level 5 or higher, I can add Fusion back. So now we're going to go ahead and activate Enchanter's effect. And I'm going to put back, I think it has to be these 2. And I will bring back Whiz. So I can't use its effect. But what I can do, is we'll activate Fusion. We're going to combine them into Celebra's Influences. So I can place a monster from my opponent's graveyard on the bottom of the deck. This card gains attack equal to the level of the monster times 200 to the end of this turn. If it is equipped with an equipped spell card, this turn, this card can't be destroyed by card effects, can make 2 attacks on monsters. So we'll go Death Wand, we'll give it to you. Then we can activate its effect, and we'll get rid of your multi-space. Then it comes down to, do I summon this? I think I will summon this. We'll summon out the Dragon Stream, activate its effect, put the other one back in the deck. Get rid of that just in case. Okay, that's fine. And then we can attack this, but we can only attack monsters twice, so it can't attack directly, and then this one can attack directly. And then we pass.
Okay.
So all of its protection effects have now fallen off. It still cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects because of the Death Wand. That is all that Influences has protecting it right now. Okay, Minion. So excavate top 4, add a Spacek Drago or Cyburst Maximum. Okay, we don't find one.
Well, I can't deal with that 3500 because you destroyed my fusion spell.
Okay, multi-space. I'm gonna clear that. Okay, so I can deal with the multi-space, but I have to draw into a way to actually kill you. Okay, let's not mess around then. We'll just summon. We can field, yeah. So I can just tribute to, summon this, activate Celebra's Magician, send this, get rid of this, and then that is enough to win.
Yeah, done.
I'm gonna guess you had 2 big old bricks in the old hand.
Yeah, wish I needed both my spell cards though.
Yeah, I mean, I can't not pop your back row, right? Let's
you can.
let's see what happens in game 2.
I'll go first.
Okie dokie. This hand is
With the attractor.
Okay.
And
Pretty good. Good consistency tool. Ooh, that's another really good consistency tool.
graceful.
Oh, hello.
You're right.
Now the question is, do you play the middle piece or not?
Space Yeek.
Okay. So special summon a Cyburst monster from your hand, which is the option that you could have. You'd have to lose the other card in your hand. Is that the legend card, Ram Clouder? So send a monster from your field to the graveyard, then you can special summon a Cyburst monster from your graveyard. Okay. Can you just summon himself back? Out of curiosity.
Yes, that is allowed.
Hollow space. So this one lets you treat it as 2. Okay, but now you can destroy a card on the field. Has to be my field though, so you can't even pop yourself, unfortunately.
Oh, I have to have a Space Yeek engrave as well. Oh, that's annoying.
What do you? Place your dragon in your graveyard this turn.
Why?
I mean, to be fair, in a lot of situations, dual space Drago is better. So it might be fine anyway. Like, deep space is amazing as well, but like, dual space can just end games on its own.
I thought, yeah, cool. We've got a Blue Eyes Vision Dragon for Spyburst. No, this is just all worse than Blue Eyes Vision.
I will activate the Secret of Manifestation. I will send Celebrose Magician to the graveyard. So I can now special summon a level 5 or higher light attribute spellcaster monster from my graveyard. So I will summon out Magician. Then, thankfully, we drew this, which hopefully sorts us out, because otherwise we were super cooked. Oh, that does not sort us out. Oh, this feels terrible, bro. Right. Always sending you. No reason to keep you. I can't do that play. It's so bad. It's actually so bad. Oh, I can't do it anyway, because I've well, I say I've misplayed. I don't think I was doing it anyway, but... we're going to do this, and we're going to pass. So, there was a line there where I could get rid of your guy, but it was so bad that I do not think it was worth actually doing.
Okay.
And again, I have back row, so like, as long as I'm not dead, and as long as you can't just like clear all my back row, I'm probably going to be fine.
Well, let's see what we can draw.
Okay, Resonance. Space EDOPro. Once again, you have the ability to special summon a Cyberburst from your hand if you discard a card.
Spend one card from your field. Very good. Oh, right. Yeah, so I can do this.
Okay.
Grab Hollow Space.
Hollow Space.
Okay, maybe Hollow Space isn't awful.
I don't like where this is going. Okay. So can't be destroyed by card effects is the key takeaway here.
This one.
I really need you to not hit that one.
Oh!
So this is just piercing. Reduces my attack. Okay.
Yeah. Can't give dual space piercing because you've only got 2 monsters on the field.
Yes.
Uh...
Okay, I think I'm not dead. Dual space can only attack monsters multiple times, which means you wouldn't get the bonus of Yggdrago's piercing, which is nice.
2, 62.
Yeah, I don't think you can get any more out of it. I think you have to use dual space to attack both monsters.
Yeah.
That maximizes damage output.
So the odds of you having 0 defense on the field there is low, I think.
What would be really nice is if I had a Mirror Force, and then I could at least pop dual space. You know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Not to mention, deep space still cannot be destroyed by card effects. So, I mean, there is a way, right? I could just get out Celebrose Influences or something and attack over it, right? That's going to be the primary.
Good battle.
Ow. Not my mage. Okay.
Ready.
1800 in a dream. Let's go. I still do not have my graveyard set up how I want it. To be fair, we've only gone through 14 cards of the deck, so it was not super likely I was going to get everything I wanted. This only works on the cards sent, so I might as well do this now. I will normal summon Celebrose Whiz. I'm going to activate the effect and reveal to you that I have Excel Wonder Light. And we'll mill 4, and I can choose to add one to my hand. Now, before I lock that in, let's see what we just milled. So it's asking if I want to add exactly Witch to my hand. So if I add Witch, I mean, I think I always add this just because of what I've got anyway. But Witch now does mean I have access to my Magician in the graveyard. Alright, we will activate Jest of the Cosmo Princess. We're going to send 1, 2... Right, we're going to send these 3. Right, so I think I'm going to get rid of Space Yggdrago and a back row. Now, I didn't hit a trap card, which is not ideal. I will tribute Wiz to summon out Witch. I can activate Witch. I can discard Magician. Bring back Magician. Oh, that's right. You also reduce my attack. That might be important. Going to flip over my fusion. And I'm going to summon Luxury Magicians. So, I can special summon a level 9 or lower light attribute spellcaster monster from my graveyard, face it to my field, and face up defense position. Then, if this card is equipped with an equip spell, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters this turn. That effect is irrelevant, regardless. So we will activate Luxury Magician's effect. And then I bring back... We'll bring out Witch. I'll then activate Witch. And I will send Sorcerer. And I'll bring out Magician. And then we're going to do our new boss monster we got. Contact Fusion. Into Incognito Magician. So during the main phase that you fusion summon this card, I can send one monster from my field to the graveyard. Then I can make one face-up monster in your opponent's field lose attack equal to the original attack of the monster sent to the graveyard. So I think I have to do this. So we're going to be sending this to the bin. And reducing this. Oh, could I have done it on its own? I totally could have done it on itself. Alright, then we're going to go Death Wand. Go to battle and just pray that is not a trap card that's going to stop me. Okay, we found the line. We found the line. So,
did indeed.
Again, can't be destroyed by effects as long as he has the wand on. Other than that, it's actually a vanilla now. Its effect only works on the turn it's summoned. What I should have done is read Incognito that it says send a monster, not another monster. So I should have really ended on Luxury Magicians. But this is fine. It's all about learning. It's all a learning process.
Resonance.
Okay.
Draw a card.
God, all of the Spacing Drago like support spells seem so nuts, bro. It's like, you can just discard a card, draw 2, or shuffle 5, draw 2. So it's just like, you just get like 3 Pot of Greeds. Then you get this one, which is just like, you can just cheat a guy out and draw a card. Don't worry about it. And then there's the Space Call, which is just like, you could just mill 3 and just add 1. Don't worry about it. That's so good. Speaking of Space Call. So 2 regular Spacing Dragos.
But unfortunately I didn't draw the fusion spell.
Or just put Sky Emperor minion in the graveyard and bring back a guy from the graveyard that will do something to get you to your fusion spell. Oh no, from the hand. Okay. So unless you have a guy in hand that helps you out.
Can't send this wasn't this.
Okay. So this will get you another monster. Can't get you to your fusion spell.
Yeah, pass.
I guess we'll start with everyone's favourite card trooper. Let's use his effect. And then I would love to draw a card. I will go ahead and activate the Secret of Manifestation. I'm going to send Enchanter the grave. We'll go Luxury Magicians. So we will activate Elegant Change. I think we send you. We're going to send Wiz. Or 2. Okay, that has not fixed my problem at all. Okay, that's fine. We will tribute over Incognito and summon out Celebro's Witch. I'm going to activate Celebro's Witch. So I can send a light attribute spellcaster or a spell card from my hand to the graveyard. So I'm going to send Blade Braid Reader and bring back Celebro's Magician. We're going to activate Fusion. And I'm going to go ahead and make a second copy of Luxury. Then I can activate Luxury and bring back... I don't actually have the one card I want to be in my graveyard. That's very funny. The card that Celebro's got limited down to 1 is the card I want back from my graveyard, because then I can just do a little bit of a loop. But I can't do that because I don't have the one of in the graveyard. So I guess we'll just bring this out. Behold. Then we'll activate this, which I should have done beforehand. I don't think it matters though, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be surviving this attack.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much I could have done there. I sat there just like, I know I have to get rid of the back row, but the only way I have to get rid of the back row is the water spellcaster guy. There's 2 in the graveyard. I have so many ways to bring back light spellcasters, no way to bring back non-light spellcasters, so I was like, I'll just keep finding draws. And if I find the right draws, I can try and draw into the last copy and get that going. And what I was going to do otherwise is if I had the one of in the graveyard, I could have brought that back. Or I could have done like a little loop where I just get to keep spamming things out. It basically ends up me just getting a bunch of death ones, but like, it would have been cool to see. But anyway, we'll see what happens again. Okay. I will go first. Okay, that is a hand. I guess we'll start with Graceful Charity. Let's see if we can find better cards. I don't think you're worth keeping. Okay, so we'll send Fusion and Death Wand to the graveyard. Then I'm going to activate my Secret of Manifestation. I'm going to send Excel Wonder Light to the grave. Then I'm going to bring back Excel Wonder Light. I can then activate it, send a card of my deck to the graveyard. Then I can send 2 cards to the grave. So I will send Rose Witch and probably Justicar. Then I will summon out Wiz. We'll activate Wiz, so I can reveal that I have this Mage in my hand. Then lets me mill 4 and add a card back to my hand, so we'll add the Fusion. So I'm going to set, and we're going to set, and set before passing the turn.
Damn.
Basic Drago. Ooh, that's...
Can you guess what's in my hand?
Oh, I have an inkling. I don't even know if it's worth using a back row on just a basic Drago. I don't know. We'll let you have it. Goodbye, Wiz. Right, I'll tell you, we'll start off with this. I will summon Card Trooper once again. I am asking for your help. Okay. I don't know if that solved all of my issues, but it's definitely not bad. So I will flip up Celebro's Mage, Tribute Mage, and summon out Witch. Then I can activate Witch. I will send... I don't think there's a reason to hold on to you. Right. Yeah. We'll send one of our Magicians and summon out a Magician. Then I'm going to activate Fusion. We'll go ahead and combine to make Celebro's Luxury Magicians. Right, we'll go Wiz. We'll activate Wiz. I will reveal that I have Celebro's Mage in hand. And we mill nothing I wanted in the graveyard. Okay. I guess we'll change this back to attack. Then... I don't really have much of anything I can do here, unfortunately, so we'll go battle. We will just attack with the Luxury Magicians. We will just attack with XL Wonder Light, and we will just attack with Wiz before passing the turn. 1, 2, 4. Good hit card.
That depends, why not? Ranger Tractor. We will send multi-space.
Okay. Into Space Cool. Reveals Hollow Space. Into Space Cool. Reveals Hollow Space. Basic Drago, so now we can use Basic Drago if we want. Send a monster to special summon. And we know you still have a piece, so if you have another regular Basic Drago, Speak of the Devil.
Tribute 2.
Hollow Space. Okay, so that is now 2 Yggdragos. Okay, so Piercing can't be destroyed by card effects. So you know I have a trap card, because there was a delay before. So you know that last card has to be a trap card.
Yep.
Well, we are going to be using our trap card. Behold, Celeb Revelation.
Oh.
I mean, if I didn't have this, I was straight up dead, so... I think...
No?
Well, I mean, if I wouldn't have died from this attack, but I don't think I could clear your guy. It is very difficult for me to clear it, especially with as much stuff as currently in the graveyard. I guess we'll put one of these back. Wow, thanks, deck. Those cards are super useful. So Wiz, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. I mean, Light does, but all it does is put stuff in the graveyard. And unfortunately, my hand is not usable in the slightest. So, all I can do is go straight to battle and hope these guys have low defense so I can actually get in for a chonk. Which they should do, because most Cyberburst guys have really low defense.
Yeah. It's either 0 or 100.
But I can't actually kill you,
Like
so...
no in between.
Now I need you to not be able to do another fusion summon, please, because I don't have any macro.
Okay. Which of these draw spells do I use first?
Oh, it must be nice to have all of these options. I haven't seen any of mine.
Let's start with the Graceful.
I have a feeling I'm probably dead then, based on the fact you have so many options. See, this is the difference between us. I look at my hand and I go, this is all awful, I can't do anything. You're like, oh man, 18 draw spells? Everything's amazing.
There.
Okay. So he's already gained the plus. Tractor.
8.
Okay, Spacek Drago brings out Hollow Spacek Drago. I feel like we're seeing another big fusion boy. So make this one again. Got my big guy. And get Femi.
I feel like I picked this up and then it's not really...
I mean, you've cleared my board and I'm only getting one draw and I told you my hand's bad. So, we'll see. Okay, that draw is actually probably the best thing I could have hoped for. Does it actually get me out of this? I need to remember as well that you reduce my attack by 1,000, which is actually very important. I think this card on its own could be all I need. Alright, we will go for Celebro's Mage. We're going to activate the effect. And then I'm going to grab back Death Wand from my graveyard. I will tribute my Mage to summon out Witch. Then I can activate Witch. And I will be sending to the graveyard this Enchanter and bringing back my Magician. Now, if I go into Incognito, it would be 1800 because of your effect. Okay, we're going to go for the Incognito. Then, I'm going to give Incognito a little bit of fashion there. Then I'm going to summon out Shining Shamaness. So I can send this face-up card from my field to the graveyard. One light attribute spellcaster monster on my field equipped with an equipped spell can attack directly this turn. And if it's level 7, it gains 1,000 attack.
Oh, damn.
So we will go to battle and we will declare an attack directly. We actually managed to win with the new card for once. This happens so rarely. Yeah, I was actually in a very bad spot there, and then the card I drew for turn was the Seven's Road Witch, which let me do fusions, right? Without that, I would have been in a very, very dire situation. Because my hand was literally just 5 normal summons. So, like, I had 2 mages, and I had like the Shining Shamaness, but like what does that do, right? Like Mage gets me Wand or Fusion. Fusion is pointless because I can't do anything with them. I did have Enchanter, which could have got me into Incognito. I don't know, I suppose Incognito would have just also won the game. No, yes. Yeah, I think I was fine either way then. I think the Witch was just icing on the cake. I mean, let's have a little chat about your deck. This deck, simultaneously, always feels terrifying and also so weird to play at the exact same time. Because, like, there'll be some games where you'll just, like, draw 20 cards in a turn. You'll have, like, all of these ridiculous, like, plussing, and you'll make a absolutely crazy board. And then there's some other turns where it's like, yeah, I'll pass with 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And it's actually horrifying, because I can sit there and be like, oh man, I need to play around this and this and this and this and this. And then if I don't play around it, I could just die. But oftentimes when I do play around it, you just brick with high levels in the hand. And I'm like, well, I could have done a way better play, but in trying to not get OTK'd, I ended up like doing a lot worse than otherwise I could have. It's one of those weird ones. I think the new hollow space is really cool. Being able to treat it as 2. That does make it a lot easier to get out the big guy. I just wonder if the big guy is a little bit behind the curve now. Because his whole gimmick, like his main thing, is he can't be destroyed by card effects. That's like his big, like, the dual space can get piercing anyway, right? It's a bit situational, but it can get piercing. And it can attack 3 times. So the thing that really makes deep space stand out is its protection. But I just feel like we're in a stage of the game where we have Riser, we have Compulse, we have, you know, the Celeb Revelation. We have so many cards that now send back to hand, send back to deck sort of thing, that I don't know if the protection effect is as good as it once was. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing power creeped versions of that. So like unaffected by card effects, or like, I think we've already started to see some cards say they can't be returned to the deck. Like, they can't be returned to the hand or deck. I think the new set that's coming out has some cards that have that line of text on them. But, like, it'll be interesting to see where that actually goes. I mean, as for my deck, again, we were actually quite evenly matched here, because we're both playing, like, fusion decks. We both only really got, like, a new card, for the most part. My new boss monster, Celebro's Incognito Magician, is, like, it's cool. It's not a bad card. It's a lot better than I thought it was, because I thought you had to get rid of another monster. You can just send itself, which is, I think, almost always going to be the case. I think the main benefit of this card is going to be that it has Contact Fusion. You can just Contact Fuse into it. I think that's going to be like the really cool thing about this card, so you don't have to have Fusion all the time, which I think is pretty cool. But thanks for the games, buddy, and GG.
Yeah, GG.